Before modern borders, before Nigeria, Chad, and Niger, there was an empire. It rose from the edge of the desert. It ruled trade across the Sahara. It endured for over 1,000 years. How does an empire rise in the middle of a desert? This is the story of Kanem-Bornu. At the center of Africa lies Lake Chad. Around this lake, a power grew. Today, this land is shared by Nigeria, Chad, Niger, and Cameroon. But long ago, it was one empire. The people were called the Kanem-Bornu. They lived in a hard land, dry, open, demanding. But they adapted. They raised animals. They traded goods. They crossed the desert on camels. And those camels changed everything. From the north came salt, horses, cloth. From the south came gold, ivory, and slaves. Kanem stood in the middle, and whoever controls the middle controls the flow. What happens when you control the center of every trade route? Power came through a ruling line, the Safwa dynasty. They ruled for centuries. They claimed descent from a legendary hero, Saif ibn Diyazan. Maybe it was true, maybe it was not, but it gave them authority. The ruler was called the Mai. The Mai commanded the army, directed trade, made the laws. But no ruler stands alone. He relied on nobles, advisors, and loyal followers. Then, a turning point. In the 11th century, Islam arrived, not by force, but through trade. What changes when a ruler changes his faith? One ruler, Mai Humai, accepted Islam. The court followed, and Kanem became part of a wider world. Islam brought new ideas, writing in Arabic script, laws based on religion, stronger ties with North Africa. But change was not total. Many people kept their old beliefs. Wait, think about that. A desert kingdom connected to distant lands, linked by faith, trade, and ideas. Hundreds of years before modern roads. This was not isolation. This was a network. Then came strength. Mai Dunama Dabalemi, a powerful ruler, a builder of empire. The army moved fast on horseback. It struck hard with spears and swords. It protected trade. It expanded borders. Power was enforced. But strength can fade. After strong rulers came division. Rivals fought for control. Unity began to break. What breaks an empire faster? War from outside or conflict within? From the east came the Bulala, organized, relentless. They attacked again and again. By the late 1300s, Kanem could not hold. The rulers were forced out. An empire displaced. Stop for a moment. Imagine losing everything. Your capital, your land, your power, gone. Most empires end here. This one did not. What do you do when you lose everything? If you are the ruler, would you rebuild or give up? Type rebuild or give up in the comments. But the story did not end. The rulers moved west beyond Lake Chad. There they built again. This new power was Bornu. Bornu had stronger ground, better farmland, safer borders. Step by step, the empire returned. Mai Ali Gaji brought order. He rebuilt the system, strengthened the army. The foundation was set. Then came the peak. Mai Idris Alooma, one of the greatest rulers in African history. What makes a great leader? Force, strategy, or vision? He was disciplined, strategic, focused. He reformed the state from top to bottom. New weapons, including firearms, better training, stronger defense, the army became feared and respected. Trade expanded, roads were safer, markets grew, wealth returned. He ruled through Islamic law. He built mosques, supported scholars, organized justice. Order replaced chaos. Bornu reached beyond its borders. Diplomats traveled north. Visitors came south. The empire was known far and wide. Here is the truth. This was power, real power. Not a small kingdom, not a hidden state, a major force in African history. Life continued across the land. Farmers worked the fields, traders crossed long routes, craftsmen built tools and goods. Families lived, worked, endured. Slavery was part of the system. People were used for labor. Some were traded. This was the reality of that time. Should we judge the past by today's standards? Then, after Alooma, strength weakened. Leadership faded. Conflicts returned. The system began to strain. New powers rose. Old trade routes shifted. Control became harder to keep. Can an old empire adapt fast enough to survive change? In the 1800s, a new force emerged, the Fulani Jihad, led by Usman Dan Fodio. It spread across the region. Bornu was shaken. Territories broke away. Authority weakened. Then, a different kind of leader, Mohammed Al-Kanemi. Not from the old line, but strong enough to lead. He resisted the jihad. He held the state together. And slowly, power shifted to his family. The Safwa dynasty ended. After centuries, it was gone. Then came Europe. Colonial powers moved in. The balance changed forever. The land was divided. Britain, France, Germany. The empire no longer stood alone. But the story did not disappear. Kanem-Bornu showed what was possible. Strong systems, long rule, deep influence. Today, the Kanuri people remain. Their culture, their language carry the past forward. For over 1,000 years, Kanem-Bornu endured. It rose, it adapted, it ruled. And like all empires, it fell. Why do all empires fall? This is more than history. It is memory. It is legacy. It is a lesson. If history repeats itself, are we paying attention? So if you want more like this, more empires, more untold histories, hit subscribe and stay with us.